What up? It's yours truly, Mufasa Fashaw, coming to you live, man, with another episode of Alphacology, man. And I appreciate everybody who tune in, who listen, all my supporters. I don't like calling them followers. I like calling them supporters, man. We support each other, man. And on our journey to be the most alpha male versions of ourselves. And this episode today, I came up with a couple topics that I probably did before, but I remixed them. And this one stood out the most. I talked to with some of my advisors, and I asked them, "What you think about this?" I just I don't really give them the notes. I just throw it out there, right? You like that title? Okay, I'm finna roll with it. And the title stood out. So today we're gonna be talking about 8 reasons your woman doesn't respect you. And how I even came up with this title um, was because my consultations, right? And I still do the consultations, man. Y'all hit me up, Alphacology 1K, if you want a consultation on Instagram. Also for show underscore 34 on Instagram as well. Y'all hit me up. We'll schedule a consultation. We'll chop it up and we'll get you to the next level. All right. Because all I want y'all to understand is we're going to be the most alpha version of ourselves. All right. Most alpha male version of yourself, man. They either respect it or they could check it. And when I say check it, that means check out, right? Now, how can I put this, man? I get a lot of consultations with guys who are in relationships. So that's why I never really called myself a pickup artist or a dating coach. I'm here. I could teach you how to attract women. We doing that. But also I want to teach you how to attract the right woman. If you got the right woman in your life, how to keep the right woman. If you got the wrong woman in your life, how to get rid of them. I got a lot of experience in that, how to get rid of them and how to move accordingly. Now, I only made this title 8 Reasons She Doesn't Respect You. Real simple, right? I get a lot of consultations. And they was like, man, I don't think my girl respect me. She don't see me as an alpha male. And my automatic response is this. All right, what you doing? And we always gotta do that, fellas. No matter what, you in a relationship, you're responsible for that relationship. Society sees you as the man. You still the leader. You still responsible for that relationship. So if it failed, it's on you, and that's all right. If that relationship fails and it's on you, that's really all right, right? You live and you learn. Sometimes people come in your life, they're lessons, and sometimes they're blessings, right? So that's where we're going for it. And these aren't just things that I just pulled out off the top of the dome. These are anecdotal experiences I had. And I know for a fact, based off, my interaction with women, conversations with women, conversations with exes, conversations with moms, dads, wives, husbands, homeboys. So this is good stuff, right? So number one, and you know me, Alphacology, man. I'm always base all my inspiration, give glory to the Most High, and so I'm gonna hit you with a Bible verse. One thing about that Bible, it's always there. It never stirred anybody wrong. It never steered anybody wrong, man. If you go by biblical principles, you get far in life. And now, when you fall off and you trying to mix and match, don't smorgasbord that Bible. But we'll talk about that later. But the first one, all right, 8 reasons your woman doesn't respect you. Reason number one, Matthew 7, verse 6, casting your pearls before swine. All right, Jesus told his disciples not to cast their pearls before swine. That means, pearls are valuable, right? So don't give away your values to people who won't receive them. All right. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. That's what it says. Don't throw your pearls to pigs, fellas. And a lot of us do that. And in other words, is don't give your energy to a woman that doesn't deserve it. Because believe it or not, these women know they don't deserve it sometimes. A lot of them know they don't deserve it. Deep down, subconsciously, they know they don't deserve it, bruh. So why are you doing it? You understand? So check this out for a minute. Um, I was in Cali, right? I was a little bit younger, way younger, right? And I was dating this young woman. And I was 18 at the time. And I met her at the mall, shot the game, and we hanging out, we having fun, we enjoying ourselves. I'm pouring into her, I'm giving her game. We speaking our mind, we open our minds up to each other. I remember eavesdropping around the corner. She was talking to the phone on the phone with her friend, and she basically said to her friend, right? She was like, I don't know why he doing all this. I, I think I'm gonna break up with him. And I'm like, dang, me, I didn't jump out around the corner or anything. I didn't say, I got you. I was just like, dang, you know. And she tried to let me down soft. I'm like, okay, so what the problem is? And she was like, I just think you're doing this. This is just too much for me right now. We just met and all of that. Maybe that was true, but she didn't feel like she deserved that kind of treatment, right? And me, in my head, I'm like, all right, forget this. Hey, women don't even like being, we like to say this all the time. Women don't like good guys, nice guys, or being romanced and all that stuff. And it's really not true. It just depends on the woman if she's willing to receive it from you. If she's not really to receive it from you, you could get her the best roses in the world, put all the candles on the floor, have all the brightest ideas, get her a portrait made of herself, and if she's a swine, she's not gonna receive it. You could give her the best advice, give her sound wisdom, even guide her the right place. If she's a swine, if she don't belong there, she don't belong in your life, she's never gonna receive that. So remember, man, don't cast your pearls before it's swine. Right? That's number one. Oh, this another one. It's a big one. Like this is one of the most common ones, right? I actually go through this a couple times in a couple relationships. You're gonna have to set boundaries and all that. But the second one, you let her criticize you too much. All right? Don't let no woman criticize you too much. You set your boundaries. All right? When they criticize you too much, they talking down on you. When you let somebody criticize you too much, they're gonna start to think they're better than you. They know more. All right? You don't want that. It's okay to have what I call positive criticism. I tell my girl all the time, hey man, don't tell me what I'm doing wrong if you're not gonna help me. And nobody, whether it's family members, men, nobody likes that. Nobody likes to always be told what they should be doing, but nobody's helping them in what they should be doing. So if you got a woman, remember she's supposed to be a helpmeet. So if she's not helping you get to the next level or get better, but she always got something to say about what you're doing and how you doing it, or you doing it wrong, it's my way or the highway, man. Alphacology, baby. Alpha male shit. Get you one that's gonna be on the same page and that's dedicated to your progress. So that's what we want. We want a woman that's dedicated to our progress. And being overly critical about things you're doing, your plans, is not dedication to your progress. That woman is not the woman for you. Now, that was number 2. Number 3, I like to get straight to the point. No chaser. Straight no chaser, right? I actually seen this live, and A lot of men don't understand this, and I actually seen it play out on social media. All right, not gonna name his name. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do the brother like that. But you let her say all the rules and boundaries. Anytime you letting a woman make all the rules and boundaries in a relationship, it's gonna be based off her ego. Remember that. All the rules a woman sets in a relationship is gonna be based off her ego. We already know the number one rule: monogamy, right? Only have sex with them. All right. Um, Other rules they have, oh, you can't like girls' pictures, all that stuff. I done heard all of it. Can't like girls' pictures, you can't be out past a certain time, you gotta be in, you know. Uh Remember, you're a man. You make the rules. You tell them when you coming in. You tell them when you coming in. You tell them what you want. You tell them what you like. And if they can't succumb to that, if they can't agree with that, then you just move on. It's that simple. But that's a number one. That's a big. I ain't gonna say number one, but that's a big, big reason why you you and a bunch of other men out there aren't getting respect in your relationship. You guys are letting women make all the rules, and they're gonna make them up as they go. I heard a young lady say on TikTok with a football player, or they're not allowed to put their arm around other people while they're taking pictures. That's based off of ego and insecurity. Ain't nothing wrong. To me, ain't nothing wrong with that. But guess what? When you having all these ego contests and you got an insecure woman, that's what they are. That's what they are. I was talking to my girl the other day, like, I love the little how can I put it? It's the popular little bodysuit they wear that kind of looks like a bodysuit slash lingerie. I love that. I love you gotta if that woman got a nice body, I love to look at that. But not on my girl. Shout out to Miami Got Jokes. He hit the nail right on the head. Not on my girl. Yeah. If you single, if we single, then yeah, you can wear that. I don't care. I like to look at it. But as long as you my woman, it's certain things you can't wear. All right. Remember that. Um, but you see how I said that? It's women out there who say that. And it's a lot of role reversal nowadays in dating and society. And it's really causing a lot of chaos. Most men, we like our women modest, beautiful, captivating, and all of those good things. But if you're letting her run the show, it's not gonna wear it's not gonna look good on you. And it's actually gonna be a turnoff for you. So you gotta understand that if you're letting her set the rules and all the boundaries based off her ego and insecurity, she doesn't respect you. Now, every woman gonna do it, but you gotta check it. And it's okay if y'all come to an agreement about the rules. Like, I like this rule. Now we ain't doing that. So you gotta set your boundaries. We always talk about boundaries and rules and relationships. It's what you make it. You know what I'm saying? I tell my woman, okay, look, you don't want me to sleep with no other woman, right? So if you're not going to hold your end of the bargain up, and I might need some one day, and you don't do it, don't be surprised if I go out there, step out, and get me some fast food. That's what I call it, right? And she didn't like that. And I always say this: if a man goes home and there's no food in there for him to eat, what is that man going to do? Go out and get him something to eat. So I make it that plain and simple. Same thing with intimacy. If I'm not getting my affection and intimacy in my relationship, that's what I signed up for. It's okay for me to go somewhere else and get it. That's how you got to look at that. And that's how I call it the checks and the balances. All right. So that's number 3. You let her see the rules based off her. You let her set the rules based off her insecurities, and her ego. And it's 9 times out of 10, it's always gonna be unfair, right? Number 4, why she don't respect you. These are pretty obvious, man. I'm not gonna get too much deep into it because I want to chop it up with y'all about some other stuff. Number 4, you have low self-esteem. Women are attracted to men with confidence. And if they don't have the confidence that they seek in you, they're not going to respect you. All right? So if you don't have no confidence in yourself, that woman will not respect you. Yeah, they supposed to build you up. They supposed to do all that if your confidence low. But if you got to always get a power up from your woman about your confidence, subconsciously, little bit by little bit, they're going to lose respect for you. All right? Women are attracted to men that are confident. I ain't say egotistical. I ain't say cocky. Some of them are attracted to men that are cocky. I could be on the cocky side sometimes. But most women are attracted to men. I ain't going to say most. All women are attracted to men that are confident. All right? So that's a reason why she's probably not respecting you, is because you lack confidence. You have low self-esteem. You never want to be in a relationship with a woman and your self-esteem is low. All right. So I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to say it the best way I can. One of the reasons I've been in relationships and I've been disrespected, right? I checked it and, I moved on. But a lot of women that are in relationships that don't respect their man, they have a lot of unhealed trauma. It's women out there that literally hate men. They just not gay, right? So they hate men, but they like dick. So they just not gay, right? And they don't respect men because they're healing, or they're not healed, or they're in the process of trying to get there. But they're disrespecting you just based off their trauma, their letdowns with men in their past. And you got to understand how to move. I'm not here to tell you to stay in that relationship and heal that girl. You just point it out and move accordingly. If you got to walk away for a little while, walk away. Y'all can't be afraid to walk away from these relationships, because you know who ain't? Women. You can't be afraid. This is not what I want. This is not what I signed up for. I done been there. I understand that. So if she has unhealed trauma, daddy issues, mommy issues, it's going to bite you in the butt. They're not going to have a level of respect for you that they should have, or reverence. So they have to heal that trauma, right? And you can see it from a mile away. All right. Next. What number was that? That was 1. Matthew 7:6. You let her criticize you. You let her set the rules based off her insecurity and egos. You have self-esteem issues. She has unhealed trauma. 4, 5. This is number 6. She is used to beta males and simps. That is why she don't respect you. A lot of my arguments with my exes or previous relationships, I used to say this because this is anecdotal. I say, I'm not the last you dated. I used to say that. I'm not the last nigga you dated. I'm not like the rest of the niggas you date. And I was right, because they usually are beta males and simps. And I'm an alpha male, so it's something new to them. I'm gonna be alpha with you, but I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be gentle. I'm gonna be smooth. I'm gonna be everything I need to be because I wanna see you smile. I wanna be happy. We want good energy, but they are so used to disrespecting men because men before you let them get away with it. That's why a lot of guys always gear themselves to women who haven't been in relationships before or relationship have a good relationship with their father or have strong fathers because they usually know how to treat a man better. So that's what you have to understand. The men before you, even if they treated her like the princess of the world, sometimes they messed them up. And I always say the word, oh, my last boyfriend spoiled me. That's a horrible word. Spoil has always been a negative word, but women use it to say, oh, this man gave me everything I want no matter what. And I'm not going to be that man. You're going to earn it. One thing I learned about women, when they earn it, they appreciate it more. So you take your time with them. You let them earn it. If they want a relationship with you, you let them earn that. Show me that you want to be my girl consistently. And a lot of us pursue that relationship and we don't actually sit there and think about it like, okay, what is she used to? Is it good or is it bad? So you could get with a woman that's used to talking to men crazy, cussing them out, all that stuff. And you don't want that if you're not used to a woman doing that. And if you're trying to walk and be the most alpha version of yourself, you don't want no woman out here talking to you crazy, cussing you out, calling you a loser, sassy, gay, questioning your manhood in so many words. They will do that. So you got to set that boundary. You can't be afraid to walk away, even if it's from the relationship for a period of time. If you got to put them on ice, put them on ice. We out here being the most version of alpha versions of ourselves. We out here trying to pursue our purpose, figure out our purpose, and we ain't got no time for a woman to be talking to us crazy. So that's what you want. So I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be in a situation where a woman has been with all these beta males and these simps and they let them walk all over them. I'm the number one proponent of that. I tell a woman off rip, hey, if you think you're gonna walk all over me, man, go back to your ex. Go back to the last guy. So you don't want that, right? Now, number 7. And when I was talking to, some people I was consulting with about this, they said, oh, a man, it's hard for a woman to respect a man who has no job. I didn't want to put that on there, so I didn't put no job. I said, it's hard. One of the reasons she don't respect you is because you're not a provider. I'm going to say that. I'm going to connect with you. I like to connect with the common man, right? Your woman don't respect you because you're not a provider, because you don't pay bills. You might not have a job. So do the best you can to go ahead and contribute to y'all household if y'all doing a 50-50 thing, or if she live in her own place, you live in your own place, you got to show some type of provision. And the number one thing I tell men is this: you can't provide for no woman if you ain't provided for yourself yet. So always remember that. Provide for yourself first. Put food on your table. Put a roof over your head first. If she see that, then you could tell her, hey, I'm a provider. I got my own spot. If things went down and you need a place to stay and we was on that level, you come live with me. The bill's good over here. You know. So even the women who make their own money, I deal with a lot of women who have made their own money in my past and stuff like that. My girl make her own money. So even them, they don't want they don't want a guy who can't provide. They don't want a guy without no job. Those type of women don't want. Yeah, they will pay all that stuff, but guess what? They don't want to carry the load, and guess what? There's going to happen when they don't see you as a provider subconsciously in the back of that head of theirs. Guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen in the back of their head of theirs? You know what's going to happen. They're going to start disrespecting you. They can't help it. You probably, hey, get your stuff together. That's what they're going to say. Get your shit together. I'm pulling too much of the weight. I don't know where this is going, because they don't see you as that provider. So remember that. Now, my last and favorite one. I always say this when I'm really mad at a woman. When I'm saying when I'm really mad, I mean like when I'm really aggravated. My favorite line is, "Oh, you must think I'm stupid," right? So if your girl thinks you're stupid, that's the number one telltale sign she don't have no respect for you. All right. And it's little signs like that. If she's always correcting you or she's always questioning you, she thinks you're stupid. All right. If you're trying to be serious and she's laughing at you, she thinks you're stupid. She doesn't take your emotions, your feelings seriously. She thinks you're stupid. Right. So you don't react crazy and punch holes in the wall. Then now, congratulations, you're really stupid. You just step away. All the same things are supposed to be done. All 8 of these, your girl's not respecting you. All you got to do is ice them. Step away. All right. I'll come back to you later if I like you. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to give y'all a bonus. Bonus. 8 reasons your woman don't respect you. But this the bonus reason. Number 9. Number 9, the reason your woman doesn't respect you. You complain too much. Never complain more than your woman. I have to remember that because sometimes I get the pillow talking. You know what I mean? Man, I got this. I got to figure out how to do this. Oh, Lord, I got to do this. Oh, my God, I need a break. I need this. That turns your woman off. Nothing drives your woman up more than you complaining. Always remember that. Don't complain too much. If you did a night of complaining, don't come back the next night and freaking complain. Shut up. Shut up. You're talking too much. If you want to complain and vent, go vent to your boys. Don't vent to your woman. She gonna eventually see it as a sign of weakness. That's what they do. All right. They cannot help themselves. Even if you with the most mature woman and she says, "Oh, that's not true. I care about your feelings." Tell me no. What's on your mind? Nothing. Whatever you stress you out, let it stress you out sometime. You figure it out as a man. All right? Stop out here. You complain too much, your woman gonna lose respect for you. Now, with that being said, man, this been another episode of Alphacology, man. I appreciate y'all listening, hanging in with me, man. Let's be the most alpha version of ourselves. Let's find our purpose. Let's focus on our purpose. Let's live like the Most High wanted us to live. Like I say all the time, this is not tea, it's protein. Peace out.